Hello, guys. This is our first season of our MCU Marvel Survivor series. So, we got our two tribes here, and basically, they are the characters from the MCU Marvel shows and movies and all that. And they're going to be competing against each other to try and win the game of Survivor. So it's a little crossover between Survivor and Marvel. This is the first season we're going to have of many. We are going to be releasing seasons of this like crazy. So stay tuned for that and let us know what seasons you're tuned and ready for. But let's get into this. None the least, we got the Assembled Tribe, which is going to have Bruce Banner, aka Hulk, Clint Barton, Eric Selvig, Jane Foster, Loki, Maria Hill, Peggy Carter, Red Skull, Steve Rogers, Captain America, War Machine, Rhodey. We got Darcy Lewis. Oh, wait. And then we have our Unite Tribe, which is going to be Darcy Lewis, Emil Blonsky, Abomination, Happy Hogan, Lady Sif, Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, Nick Fury, Pepper Potts, Phil Coulson, Thor, and Iron Man himself, Tony Stark. So just so you guys know, this timeline in which these relationships and like their skills and everything are going to be taking place in the first phase of Marvel, all the way up to the first Avengers movies. So you got Hulk and Abomination from their movies and the Avengers movie, and then you have like Peggy Carter is just Agent Carter. She is not Captain Carter. It is just phase one. So we're going to kick this off. Just so you guys know, we will not hold on real quick. We will not be going over the statuses of the tribes and like alliances and like stuff that happens, unless it's like super important to the game. So you guys can pause on these to like check them out. So Hulk has already found the hidden immunity idol, so that is pretty crazy. And then the idol's hidden here; they have not found it yet. And this is a reward challenge, but the assembled tribe wins it. And then they have the medallion of power now, and the Unite tribe wins immunity. Um, so they can surrender the medallion of power for an advantage in the challenge. They do so, and they won immunity, so it works out. So Bruce Banner has his idol still. He found it pretty early, and then these are the things we will not be going over. So like sorry about that, excuse me. These alliances, they've been formed, and these events have happened, but we will not go over them. Just pause if you want to check those out. All right, we are to the vote, and Bruce Banner does not place idol here. I'm gonna be honest; it seems like it's either gonna be Red Hulk or Loki here because they're pretty well hated by a certain amount of the group. So, Loki with a vote. Selvig, Jane. So wow, look at that. We have a three-way tie right now. That is pretty crazy. Um, Jane leading, 6 votes left. Jane with 3 votes. Selvig with 2. Loki with 2. Jane with 4 votes. And Jane. Look at that. Jane Foster is the first person voted out. She is just normal Jane Foster, not the almighty Thor, because this is phase one. You can pause to look over these votes and how people voted, but pretty surprising vote. Red Skull, Captain America voting on the same thing, so that's kind of crazy. So the assembled tribe is now down a member, and let's get to the next challenge. All right, they have the medallion of power because they were handed it to them, and they chose to keep it for the upcoming challenge. And the assembled tribe wins immunity, so that paid off. And we have some events happening, and now we are to our first vote for the Unite tribe, and already we have Darcy Lewis getting her first vote. Let's see how these goes. Darcy's definitely on the outs here. Not too many people she's aligned with. So, Happy Hogan, Darcy. Happy 2-2. Darcy, Happy 4 votes left. We are tied 3-3. Darcy, Darcy Lewis is voted out. So look at that. 2 of the scientists from Thor voted out, in Darcy and Jane. So that's pretty crazy there. Will Eric Selvig go next? Who knows? All right, so now we have even tribes once again. We are going to keep this rolling. Hulk still has his idol. That's going to come in handy later. They choose to surrender it for a advantage in the challenge, and they win immunity, so it pays off. And Nick Fury has found an idol for the Unite tribe, so that's pretty big for him, as he is a big player, a big favorite to go on and win this game, I would say. And let's get to these votes. Sorry to get some water there. Abomination gets his first vote, and Pepper gets hers. So we are tied right now, 1-1 with 7 votes left. Pepper with 2 votes. Abomination, we are tied 2-2, 5 votes left. Abomination, and Abomination. That is enough votes. The tribe has spoken. Makes sense here. A villain is not going to make it too far in this game unless they are aligned with some of the heroes or protagonists, as you could say. And yeah, it was just him and Sif. So not sure why Sif would vote with him, but she's seeming like she's on the outs now. Abomination headed home. Alrighty, let's get to this next immunity challenge. So the Unite tribe has the Medallion of Power, and they choose to surrender it for an advantage in this challenge, and it does not pay off. So the Assembled tribe wins immunity. So bad for them to hand over that Medallion of Power for that advantage, because it did not help them win. So now we got Nick Fury with his hidden immunity idol. He does not use it here. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow gets a vote. Happy, Sif. So we have a 3-way tie, 1 vote each, 5 votes left. Happy, 2 votes. Happy, 3 votes. Happy, Hogan voted out. So this could be a fan favorite of some people. So if there's ever any characters you guys want back again, just leave them in the comments. Tell us why you want them back, and we have a twist here. And going back on that, we'll get them back in the videos. If you guys want them in, we'll get them in. Alright, so we have a tribe, a little twist. Not sure what's going on here. So each tribe randomly selects a captain. Look at that. It's Hawkeye and Black Widow. Alright, so she selects 4 players to join the Unite tribe, and he selects 3 players to join the Assembled tribe. So obviously they're going to take the heavy hitters. They got Steve Rogers, Bruce Banner, Maria Hill, Peggy Carter. This is a crazy twist, by the way, but it's an Avengers Survivor season. It's season 1. We're trying to spice this up for you guys because the rest of the seasons are coming out, and we're going to make this a big thing. Stats and everything. We're going to have returnees. We're going to have winners. We're going to have a winners at war when it comes to it. So just be ready for that. But this is our first season, kicking it off strong with a pretty big twist here. So now we have new tribes, and let's go over these. We got the Assembled tribe, which is Clint Barton, Eric Selvig, Loki, Nick Fury, Phil Coulson, Red Skull, Thor, and War Machine. Something I would like to definitely point out here is these two definitely have a tight bond, and these two have a tight one, but then you also have this kind of hatred towards Loki by some of them, and then Red Skull completely on the outs here. I would even say War Machine's pretty on the outs for this tribe. Eric Selvig sitting pretty alright with Thor there. Not bestest of friends, but they know each other, so that's something you go with in Survivor. Now we got the Unite tribe, which we have Bruce Banner, Lady Sif, Maria Hill, Natasha Romanoff, Peggy Carter, Pepper Potts, Steve Rogers, and Tony Stark. Something I'm trying to point out here is Lady Sif 100% on the outs. None of these people know her whatsoever. She is from Asgard at this point, and these are all humans. And Tony's got Pepper still. They're all pretty close here. These 4 are pretty close. So this tribe will be crazy to see. We got the couples like crazy on this tribe. So I'm gonna go with stronger tribes. Probably gonna be the Unite tribe. They got some heavy hitters for sure. Nick Fury still has his idol. All these alliances looking all messed up. Got some new ones. And the Unite tribe wins reward, and they also pull out an immunity win right after, so that's pretty big for them. Nick Fury with his idol. Let's see this. Bruce Banner with his idol still. And sorry about that. We got no idol play. Loki with a vote. Selvig, Loki, Selvig. We are tied 2-2, 4 votes left. Loki, Selvig, 1 vote left. Loki, so a very close one, 5-3 here, and Selvig survives. So let's take a look at these votes. These are going to be something we got to break down. So yeah, Thor decided to go with Loki, and they pulled in Red Skull because obviously he's on the outs, and they went for Selvig, which is kind of crazy. I would think they would all 4 line up together to knock out these duos, but they didn't, and they are down in the numbers for sure now. So that tribe a little shaken up. All right, let's get to this next challenge, and we have Nick Fury wins for Assemble Tribe, and Iron Man wins for Unite Tribe. So only 2 members win it, but 1 from each tribe. So a pretty crazy twist here. Unite Tribe wins reward, and we will see where this is headed. A crazy season for our first season of MCU, but yeah, so it looks like Tony Stark is going to be immune for this tribe, but they're going to go to Tribal Council. So not merged, but only 1 immunity winner from each tribe. Hulk does not play as idol. Agent Carter, Sif, Pepper, Sif, Agent Carter. We have a 2-2-1, 3 votes left. We have a 3-way tie, all 2 votes each, 2 votes left. Agent Carter and Pepper. So we have another tie, and it's going to be between these 2. 2 people re-vote, I'm assuming. So we got Carter, Pepper. We are tied, 2 votes left. Pepper and Pepper. Somebody does flip here, assuming somebody flipped. Okay, so no. Okay, so he voted for Sif, then he went for Pepper. So that makes sense. And then Romanoff also voted Sif and went for Pepper. So they talked or something and got Pepper out. So taking out Iron Man's like big ally there. So that's pretty big. We got Nick Fury with his immunity necklace and idol. So he will not have to play that. Selvig with a vote. Rhodey. Selvig. And Selvig obviously voted out here as I guess he was just next to go, even though the numbers were looking a little shady. They unanimously voted for Selvig. All right. We are getting close to a merge, I am feeling, but we still got a little ways to go until we get there. This season's been shaping up to be a pretty big one, as it's been pretty crazy. Unite Tribe wins reward and immunity. So they are kind of kicking it right now. We'll see how this next vote goes. Nick Fury does not play his idol. Makes sense, as he's sitting pretty tight right now, and Red Skull's an obvious vote for the numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised if War Machine gets a vote or 2 here. So we will check on that for sure. But Red Skull with 2 votes. Thor with a vote. So that coming seemingly out of nowhere. 3 votes left. Thor with 2 votes. Tied 2-2. Red Skull, 1 vote left. And Red Skull, so somebody tried to get Thor out with Red Skull, and that is going to be Rhodey, because Rhodey is on the outs, and he wanted to try and make a move. They probably tried to pull in somebody, it didn't work, and Rhodey really on the outs now, so he's gonna probably kick it trying to win this next immunity challenge. Except he doesn't have to worry about that too much anymore, as we are now at the Avengers tribe. This is your lineup, and we're going to give it a little rundown real quick. We got Bruce Banner, Clint Barton, Lady Sif, Maria Hill, Natasha Romanoff, Nick Fury, Peggy Carter, Phil Coulson, Steve Rogers, Thor, Tony Stark, and War Machine. So a pretty stacked cast right now. Some huge players in here like Bruce, Steve, Thor, Tony, and Black Widow. We got some other like fan favorites in here as well. A lot of people that I like, not too many I wouldn't assume would make it this far. Pretty much it's gone how we've assumed. This is where the game's going to get really crazy. So Iron Man wins his 2nd individual immunity. As we flash back to episode 6, he did win that one with Nick Fury. Black Widow wins her first, so 2 people will be immune again. The Avengers tribe is hidden. Oh, it's not currently hidden. So we'll have to see when that comes into play. But Thor Hulk and Nick Fury have their idols still. They have not had to play them yet. They're sitting really nice. All right, so we got two people immune. Nobody plays idols. Iron Man and Natasha cannot get votes. Lady Sif, Agent Carter, Sif, Carter, Sif, Carter, Sif, Carter. All right, we are 6-5, one vote left. Sif, 7-5, so a pretty close one there. Let's see how these lined up. So we had for Sif, Agent Carter, Agent Hill, Black Widow, Captain America, Hawkeye, Hulk, and Rhodey, where the others voted Agent Coulson. The others voted Carter, where we had Agent Coulson, Iron Man, Nick Fury, Sif, and Thor. So going back to their tribes that they were just on is basically how the numbers are switched up here. So we are one shorter, and not too big of a surprise for Sif to go home there, but this is got to be where it's going to get really, really, really crazy, and people are going to start turning on each other like these big players. Iron Man's sitting pretty good. He's got some close allies, that's for sure. Okay, Thor does not participate, but will win reward by guessing the right team. He predicts Group 1 will win. They do not. He does not get reward. Hulk wins immunity. So Hulk has his idol, Fury with his, and he has immunity for this vote. No idols are played, and Agent Hill gets the first vote. Tony with his first vote. That one's kind of surprising. Probably scary for some of our Iron Man fans out there. Then we got Agent Carter. We got Tony leading it 2-1. Tony, Agent Hill, Carter. So we have a 3-3-2. Carter. So some votes tossed towards Iron Man here. So we had Hawkeye, Agent Carter, and Captain America. Makes sense there. I'm not sure if there was a vote split that went wrong or what, but look at that. Iron Man got votes thrown at him, but he is still here. And now we're really down to our main people. We got a real Avengers tribe here. Here we go. Okay, we have another crazy reward where Group 2 wins, and Iron Man with his third individual immunity. So that is pretty big there, especially after getting those 3 votes at that last tribal council. Alright, so look at this. We got Hulk. He's going to use his idol, and Hulk does not count. 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 Hawkeye, Maria Hill is out. 7 canceled votes for Hulk, so a amazing and perfect idol play there. And then it looks like there was a little split just in case there was one more idol. And so Hulk voted for Agent Hill, and Iron Man threw a vote at Hawkeye just in case there was an idol. But we also had Rhodey, who was pulled in with Hulk. So Rhodey, who has been on the outs this whole time, Hulk and Rhodey working together to idol out Agent Hill. So that's a pretty big idol play, a huge idol play actually, to say the least. And we got another crazy reward. Group 1 wins, and Hawkeye wins immunity. Iron Man finds the Avengers tribe hidden immunity idol. Nick Fury has his, still has not had to play it. Iron Man with the new idol that had just been placed in the game. So Hawkeye with his immunity necklaces. He cannot get any votes here. This one's going to be a close one. I'm feeling it. Iron Man with a vote. Phil Coulson, Captain America. We have a 3-way tie, 1-1-1. Hulk, 4-way tie. Iron Man with 2 votes. Captain America with 2 votes. It's a 2-2 tie with 1 vote to Coulson, 1 vote to Hulk, and 3 votes left. We got Hulk, 3-way tie. Hulk with another vote. So Hulk leading it with 3, and Hulk, he does idle out Maria Hill, but cannot stick around. It was a close one here, as he tried to go for Coulson, but he probably should have pulled in Cap, and it just didn't work. We had a lot of weird votes here. He was the only person going for Coulson. He should have jumped any way he possibly could. But yeah, they take out a huge comp beast who hadn't won a challenge, I don't believe. by himself. So that's pretty crazy. He is a huge threat. So now I'm going to be looking for Thor to get votes at this next tribal council because he is the next strongest. Captain America wins immunity. Not too big of a surprise there. And let's see, no idols are played. Hawkeye with a vote. Coulson, Hawkeye, Hawkeye, Coulson, Hawkeye, and Hawkeye. That is enough. A pretty surprising vote there. Coulson hangs on, and so it looks like they're trying to get somebody's number 2 out, which was probably Captain America's, I'm guessing. So is Cap under fire here? Let's find out. It's next immunity. We got Nick Fury wins reward. These are his 2 that he shares it with, Natasha and Phil. And Cap with his second back-to-back, actually, second immunity win. And that's coming in at a good time because he just lost his number 1 ally and is going to have to fight hard to stay in this game. Nobody plays their idols, Tony and Nick Fury with theirs. Nick has been holding on to his for a long time. Coulson, Iron Man, Rhodey. He hung on for a long time, but this was the round to get out the players who just aren't doing anything and have been on the outs the whole game. Sure enough, that was Rhodey, and he's out of here. We are at a final 6. A lot more Avengers in here than I really thought that we were going to have. I thought they were going to take them out pretty quick because they are all pretty big threats. But we have only heavy hitters in here. Like, our worst guy is Agent Coulson, and I know that is a fan favorite. So this is super surprising. My pick, I'm rooting for Steve, but I'm going to go with Nick Fury wins this. He'd be running things. We'll find out. Alright, this is the last round to use the idols, so we're going to see something big here. Okay, Black Widow wins reward, and she shares it with Nick Fury and Tony Stark. And she also wins immunity, so big move here for Black Widow, as 2 people are guaranteed safe here. They don't know that, but we do as the viewers because of the idols. So Nick Fury's probably going to use his on him. Iron Man's going to use his on him. And Black Widow is also immune. I'm going to get water real quick, and then I'll be right back. But here is our first vote. Phil Coulson. 4 votes left. Thor. We have a 1-1-1 tie, but Captain America getting his second vote. And Captain America taken out here after putting up a pretty strong game. Right as I said, I was rooting for him, so call it jinxed if you will, but Thor throwing a... Oh wait, Nick Fury throwing a random vote at Thor, so maybe they're expecting an idol play on Cap there, so makes sense. We got a final 5 here with Natasha, Nick, Phil, Thor, and Tony. Alright. Iron Man wins immunity. This is his 4th, I believe, so absolutely killing everybody in the immunity challenges, and they are just not doing anything about it. So Black Widow gets a vote. Nick Fury, Black Widow. We are tied 2-2, 1 vote left. Black Widow voted out. That is crazy. I would assume they would take out Fury, but he did something to get him. So it looks like he pulls in Iron Man for this one. And because we know these 2 are pretty aligned. And so now Thor is going to be on the outs. But, you know, it's Final 4, so people are looking at who they can beat in the end. So really there's no outs here. If you're out, you're in. And we got our Final 4. Let us know who your favorite player has been. And look at that, Iron Man winning his 5th immunity challenge. And he's going to have a free pass to the end, it seems. But let us know who your favorite in this game was and who you want to see back. It can be anybody. It can be Jane Foster, of course. It could be our first boot. It could be our second. It doesn't matter. If you want them back, they will make it back, I promise. Alright, so we got Coulson, Thor. We got 1 vote left. Thor. So they're going to take out Thor here. And this is going to be our final 3. So Nick Fury, Phil Coulson, Tony Stark are going to face the jurors. And those jurors are Bruce Banner, Clint Barton, Lady Sif, Maria Hill, Natasha, Peggy, Steve, Thor, and War Machine, James Rhodes. So, like I said, I think Nick Fury's winning this, but Tony's obviously put up a visually stunning game. We just don't know what's going on behind the scenes between these three, so anybody could take it. So we're going to look at these votes here. Iron Man, Nick Fury, Iron Man, we are tied 2-2. Nick Fury, Iron Man, we are tied 3-3. Nick Fury, Iron Man, we are tied 4-4. Iron Man, and Iron Man is your winner. Not a surprise there. Last second, pulling it out. These are who voted for who. Iron Man is your first season survivor, crosses over to the MCU. Happy Hogan winning fan favorite, so we will see him back for sure. And Iron Man, your winner of our first season. So we have plenty more of these to come. I promise you they are on their way. We were trying to do them in timeline order. This was phase 1 all the way up to the Avengers movie. We had to fit them all in one because we were trying to catch up. But we got seasons for everything, such as Guardians, Eternals. We got Avengers Endgame. We're going to have everything coming your way. We got the shows on their way. We got Loki, She-Hulk, everything MCU is making it into this, as well as other seasons. So we're going to have some pretty big things planned, and let us know who you want back for returning seasons. We're going to be keeping track of all these stats. Here are these stats that you can look at, and Tony Stark with 5 immunity wins, so that's pretty huge. So we're going to have stats and everything. This is season 1. This is only season 1, so be ready for season 2 when it comes out, and there's going to be a ton for you guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Please let us know what you like and what you don't like about these, and who you want back in another season. Peace.